Hey there guys, this is my last video before I go pass out tonight, and it's on Lamberto Bava. Now Lamberto Bava did stuff before he actually started directing himself. His first, I think, co-directing feat that I can recall anyway, was probably on the Dario Argento movie Tenebrae, which is actually one of my favorite Dario Argento giallo films, right up there with the Deep Red. Deep Red is one I got to pick up. But his first, well, I guess major co-directing one that and he actually wrote it as well, was Shock. Now, Shock was Mario Bava's last film, and it was co-directed by his son, Lamberto Bava. Lamberto Bava was an extremely talented writer-director in his own field, and he actually, I have a movie by Ruggero Deodato, which I think him and another guy wrote the story for, at least, called Waves of Lust, which I think is rumored to have to be kind of a Knife in the Water, Polanski-esque, kind of just a very like sleazy-ish film. No, not Knife in the Water, but the other one, Waves of Lust, and but it's done in a good way. It doesn't come out sleazy. It would have come out sleazy under another director. Deodato is great with it. But anyway. So I won't spend too much time on this, but it's Shock, Mario Bava's last film. He did it in '77. Bava, of course, died in 1980, and I enjoyed this film. And Lamberto Bava did work as the assistant director on that one. And then Lamberto Bava made his first film. I have them here on a double feature. Unfortunately, double feature is kind of a it's a flipper disc, unfortunately. That's the Anchor Bay one. The Anchor used to do this a lot. And the next two films that he made were Macabre, which was, I'll get into a little bit more, and A Blade in the Dark. Now, Macabre is kind of it's based on an actual true story, but very loosely based on a true story. The movie is about it's a really strange movie about there's a disembodied head in this movie. There's some really cool stuff. There is a supernatural aspect to it, and I just really enjoyed it. It was a really strange film. The ending of the film gave me a jump start, and I can't lie, I did. Next up, of course, is the Blade in the Dark. Now, Blade in the Dark, it was written by Giordano Sacchi, and of course, as you saw in my last video, then you know that he did Manhattan Baby as well. So this one's directed here by Lamberto Bava, and Blade in the Dark is one of his more known films. It is very much a giallo film, very cool. And by the way, these here are the uncut versions. I would love to have these. I'm not sure if they're out on Blu-ray yet, but hopefully one of these days I'll get these on Blu-ray. I don't think that Arrow or Scream or any of those guys put these out yet. Not sure if Go Underground did or not, but just really fun, really incredible films. Until then, I'm going to be holding on to this double feature drive-in one because these are hard to get now. And then the last one I have by Lamberto Bava, because I don't have a lot, I mentioned that before, are Demons and Demons 2. I've got the Arrow Video Steelbook Blu-ray edition, and it's incredible. I didn't go for the Snaps one. I like the Arrow one. I had both of them for for one, and for the price of one. It's just really incredible. Love the way this is done. Love the features, the way this is put together. The first Demons movie deals with a theater that is showing a film, but a horror film, but Nostradamus. And it's a pretty standard horror film. A girl gets her face scratched by this mask that's kind of like being shown in the lobby, and she turns into a demon. And as you get bit, scratched, whatever by a demon, you also turn into a demon. And everybody seems to be locked into the theater with no way out. Great film. Really, really great soundtrack, and I cannot highlight that enough. The soundtrack on Demons is fantastic. It's one of the highlights of the film, is to get Demons with its original soundtrack. Just incredible stuff. If you can ever pick up the soundtrack to Demons on its own, definitely pick it up. It is amazing. Demons 2 follows them. If you were going to movies back in the late 70s, early 80s, you were renting them in the early 80s, early to mid 80s, that's for sure. And Demons 2 really kind of like deals with that. Yeah, there's a birthday party going on. There's a movie, kind of like it's on the TV set. Again, a Nostradamus horror movie as well. And what this cause? This caused an apartment building to be deluged by demons, and it is a fun roller coaster ride of a film. It really gets underrated and gets crapped on a lot because Demons was such a strong film with such a great soundtrack that Demons 2 just tends to fall by the wayside in a lot of cases just because it is part 2. And it really shouldn't, because it is a fantastic film. But for me, this is all the Lamberto Bava that I have. Sadly, Demons, I really don't need to upgrade unless I can find the Snaps ones for a decent price down the road to add to my collection, but that would just be a supplementing there. I would love to have a Lamberto Bava on Blu-ray, like a Blade and Dark or Macabre, or even Shock, but slowly but surely, I guess, I'll catch and find some of this stuff. That's my Lamberto Bava collection. As you know, it's very, very small, but of course I can talk a lot on it anyway. And tomorrow I'll spotlight and highlight some more directors and maybe some actors and maybe some genres and stuff as well. Just let me know what you'd like to see, and I want to keep providing, hopefully, good quality, interesting videos on this channel. And just let me know that I'm doing that and that you like what I'm doing, and which way you'd like to see me go. It's stuff you'd like to see me to review, look over, watch, just give you an in-depth review on. There is a Thundercats review coming up from the original Thundercats TV series that I did promise I will do, and I want to watch over some of the Thundercats stuff before I do that review. And right now I'm babbling because I'm tired and exhausted, and I'm going to grab some tea and go upstairs and pass out. So for me right now, good night everybody. It is time for tea.